What's up, beer seekers? Brandon, Nick, and Tim here for BeerSighted. We are on site in Marlborough, Massachusetts at Tackle Box Brewing Company. We are on site and we just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the space. It's the first time we've actually done one of these in a long time,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Feels good to be back. But yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about the space. We got some beers in front of us here that we're going to try. But first, let's get into a little bit of the history of this place. Tim, take it away.
All right, so a few years back, Nick and I discovered this place. As it's really close to where we work, where we live, kind of stumbled upon it, and it was a little bit different. But the current version of Tackle Box Brewing reopened last fall, and the space here is really the feature. You walk in and you cannot believe how much room you have in a brewery,
Absolutely massive.
and like as far back as you see it go, it goes back even further.
It goes back further.
Yeah, you got games over there. It's huge, absolutely huge. One of the biggest breweries for hanging out I've ever been in.
It's actually to the point where like you walk in, you're like, what do I do? Like there's so much place to go. So it's really got a feel of you can make it your own experience as much as you want.
Yeah.
So this place used to be, it not only used to be a brewery, but it also used to be a home brewing equipment store as well, right?
One of actually the biggest in the country. I don't know if it's the biggest homebrew shop, but it was one of the biggest homebrew shops in the country. Obviously, that's not here anymore, given that's why the space is so huge.
Yeah.
And they're working on filling it up, making great beer.
So, like I said, we on site and have some beers that we don't typically have here.
Yeah.
We have a feature beer that like one of our all-time favorites.
Yeah,
We'll get
we'll
to that
get-
a little bit later on.
Definitely.
But Nick, you want to start off with what you got?
Yes, so we have some different ones here, and I have the, what's it called again?
Captain
I'm so
Quinn.
sorry. Captain Quinn. I want to say Sailor. Captain Quinn
It's all under
New
that
England
theme.
style IPA. It's a very delicious New England style IPA. Very citrusy. Just
Got-
a real smooth drinking IPA, if I do say so.
So it's got a good amount of haze, but it's
Yeah.
not like super thick haze.
No, not at all. Not at all. And then we got a couple darker ones you can see here.
Yeah, so you can kind of see that this one, so Tim and I have two dark beers. Mine is super thick, and it actually kind of looks like chocolate milk. This is the Dockside Peanut Butter Porter, and I'm super fired up because immediately, I don't even have to lift this up to my nose to smell the peanut butter coming from this, and I am super excited.
Might have a half chub.
You don't know.
And then Tim took it to the next level. Tim, what do you have?
So,
I was going to talk about it, but all right.
Oh,
Do you want me to talk about
Yeah,
it?
you can talk
Brandon,
about
go
it.
back to you. Talk about your peanut butter.
I mean, it is super peanut butter forward. It's very good. So it looks very thick, but it actually goes down really smooth. It's not like crazy heavy. Very, very like refreshing for a porter, which is awesome. And that peanut butter flavor definitely comes through hard. It's very good.
So I have, as Nick was saying, I took it to another level, sort of. I have what they call When Kraken Attacks. It's actually a black and blue type beer, or dark light that they've tried. It doesn't really hold the differentiation in color. It kind of just meshes together. So this beer is actually their combination of their Baltic Sea Monster Stout, which is 10.9% ABV, and their Money Lure Blueberry Ale, which is a blonde ale, which is 5% ABV. So I'm gonna try it out and see how it blends together. And full disclosure, I've had it before, but I wanted to do this live on camera for people.
Yeah. So it's got that twist of blueberry to it, which is really interesting in
Very
that
cool.
something that's so dark.
Yeah, so you can taste like the maltiness of like a stout in there, but it doesn't drink thick because it blends in with the blueberry ale really well. And it's kind of a good combination for like a stout drinker that wants something in the summer that's not quite as heavy, I would say.
Yeah.
You can get your dark beer, your stout flavors, but the light blueberry ale kind of thins it out and makes it very, very drinkable.
Yeah.
Is it something that someone who doesn't typically gravitate towards dark beers, do you think it's something that maybe people should definitely give it a shot?
I think
regardless?
I think it's one that would be a good way to break into a darker beer.
Yeah.
Because it's a darker beer mixed with a lighter beer. So if you're more of a light beer, fruity beer type person, you
Yeah.
want to try a stout, you're not getting a full blown stout. You're also not getting full blown 10.9 ABV.
Right, I was going to say.
Dangerous, yeah.
It's still pretty strong, so you do have to be careful, but it's a great beer to try.
Yeah.
We really just want to show off the variety of the beers here. You know, it's not just IPAs or stouts. There's plenty to go around, and they have a whole line of seltzers for you non-beer drinkers out there. It is a great place to hang out and have a drink.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a ton of seltzers on the menu, and like Nick was saying, they've got a good variety of IPAs, both New England, regular, but definitely a whole bunch of everything for everybody, especially for people who, even if you're just not coming just for the beer, there's so much cool stuff to do here. They have a massive game room out back with like anything that you can imagine, darts, cornhole, Connect Four, like everything is out back there.
Everything you'd have at an outdoor cookout, you can just go behind the wall back there and play. And
it's like there's an outdoor beer garden inside, right out back.
Yeah, it's kind of like a failsafe for a cookout. Like, we actually just had an event here that we came to, and it was like having a cookout. We didn't have to worry about the weather. We didn't have to worry about anything else. And there's a couple restaurants in the parking lot and nearby that the owner Adam here is more than willing to coordinate with you to bring food in, like from the outside. As long as you're here drinking his beers, he's willing to help out the other local businesses, which is really cool.
Yeah, so absolutely, if you're in the area, check it out. Thanks, Adam Krasinski, for letting us come here, do a little thing for him, and drink his beer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.